Yo, so in this video, I literally want to spend some time to talk to you guys about dropshipping in general. A lot of the things that I've been able to learn over time with my current successes, and I'm just trying to drop a whole bunch of sauce for you guys. This one's gonna be like barely any edits because I just want to be able to quite literally keep this as raw as possible to tell you exactly what I've learned from some of the success that I've had. And at the end of the day, I also want you guys to understand that like this is nothing crazy. Like, for example, last year I hit my first 5 figures in revenue with a store, and I felt good. But then you realize that there's people making that in a day. There's people making that in an hour, right? So like you start to feel nice when it comes to the whole idea of the dropshipping journey and what comes with it and everything like that. But this is mainly just to say, like, never be complacent. Your first sale, your first 100 sale, your first 1,000 sale, whatever it would be, just try your best to not be complacent when it comes to this stuff, because it's a game where consistency like matters. If you decide to no longer be consistent, the money will stop flowing. But yeah, enough about myself specifically. I want to go ahead and go into all the sauce I want to drop. So I have all the notes on my phone here that I want to talk about specifically. And the first thing I want to start with is that dropshipping is definitely not dead. It still exists. It will literally never die as long as you decide to go online and buy something online. It will always exist. And I want to also quickly talk about the difference between dropshipping and e-commerce, because dropshipping in itself is just a fulfillment model. And then e-commerce is when you really take that fulfillment model and build a brand behind it. As long as you get started with dropshipping, dropshipping will always exist, because as long as someone wants to buy a specific product and there is a way to fulfill that demand for said product, you are officially dropshipping, right? So you are buying it from a supplier and then selling it for a higher price. A lot of people do this. It's not like new information. But for those of you thinking that dropshipping is potentially dead, you are wrong. It will never die. It'll only evolve. It'll only change forms as technology evolves as well. At this point in time, Shopify dropshipping is obviously the wave, and organic dropshipping, in my opinion, is the wave as well, because there has never been a time where you can literally get free traffic and generate millions of views, which ends up leading to thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars. But as I say that, I also want you to understand that it's not necessarily easy. It will always be hard. But at the end of the day, if it's hard, it means it's worth doing. It's worth chasing after. Like, anything that's easy isn't worth actually like doing it, especially doing right. It's more fulfilling once you actually do it correctly. But the reason why I say that dropshipping isn't easy at all is because you have to test products. You have to test multiple products. And I feel like the true outliers are those who test the more products, because the more products you test, the better you are at creating your content. And the better you are at creating your content, the better you are at going viral. The better you are at going viral, the better you are at generating traffic over to your website, aka converting that traffic into sales, right? And that's where a lot of people stop. A lot of people try 1 product, 2 products, and then they're like, oh yeah, this is not it. I'm gonna go try something else. But I also want you guys to understand that before I even got my very first sale, I tested 8 products. It was on my 8th product that I got my first sale. And I've been doing it for a while. It also took me a very long time to get to 8 products, because in my head, I was also like, this is not working, and I'll take breaks here and there because I was like, this is not working, I should focus on something else, and but hopping onto different side hustles is not really going to help you either, right? So my best advice I can give you for this is test as fast as you can, fail as fast as you can, learn as fast as you can, so that you can decrease the amount of friction towards your next product. Because what if you knew that it would literally be on your 10th product that you would get your first sale? How fast would you test all these different products to get to your 10th one? What's the point of quitting today when tomorrow could be the day when it hits? So just keep going is the idea, but test as many products as possible, right? Try your best to not get complacent with that when it comes to testing products, because a lot of them would fail. A lot of them will fail, but the winners that are out there that'll work for you are the ones that'll be like big wins. Like they'll do some pretty nice numbers for you. At the end of the day, the failures are what's going to breed you success, so definitely just keep pushing. And I want to talk quickly about ads and organic content. Now, I'm saying this from a standpoint of me having tested ads before, but I've failed miserably with ads to a point where I transitioned straight over to organic content, and I just like organic content more. It's more sweat equity, aka you are actually doing the work rather than just putting money into a system and getting money back from actually running ads. But if you are just starting out, I would never suggest you to go straight into ads. There's no point. You are now wasting money for no reason. You might as well hold on to that money and then do organic content, because the idea of going viral and learning the skill of going viral makes it so that anything that you do that requires content or just requires marketing in general, you can do organic content with it, and you are literally basically OP. You can make anything go viral the same way that Jordan Belfort can sell a pen. You can probably make a pen go viral, it's a crazy skill to have. So obviously when it comes to organic marketing, it's not difficult to do. All you have to do is buy your product specifically from Amazon. You'll find the product on TikTok. You'll buy it off of Amazon. You have Amazon Prime. It'll come within the next few days, if not the day after. And you start creating TikTok videos for said product. And people are just going to start watching your videos until people get interested and you have one piece of content that absolutely goes viral. Now, obviously, it will take time to learn how to make good TikTok videos, especially going viral with these videos. But at the start, the mentality I had that really helped me is treat it like Snapchat. Treat it like making a Snapchat video that you're going to send to your friends, except this time you are doing it with intention based off of the product that you're actually running up and the content you're putting out, right? So you start with that idea of treating it kind of like you're doing a Snapchat to your friends, but you're just creating content for the product. And then little by little, you'll start to notice the things that worked more for you and the bad patterns that you've had and the things that you can do to improve on your content and so on and so forth, right? And then obviously with time, you'll learn how to grow your content some more, go viral to a point where you know that you can run up a page and make something go viral within a week. Of course, not every product will hit, which is why I'm telling you to test so much. But my last 2 products that I've tested were a Nintendo BMO Switch case. I'll put a picture up somewhere here for you to check out, as well as the memory frame or infinity frame that if you have been in the dropshipping space enough, you understand what I'm talking about. But I'll also put that there for you. And those 2 didn't hit for me, and it just happens. It's the idea of not every product will hit for you just because it's currently selling, because it also comes back to you as a marketer. Are you a good marketer? Are you good with your content? Are you good enough at getting people interested to what's going on your side, on your page, for them to be interested in your brand specifically? Because you will have competitors. Chances are you will have competitors. Unless you're early to the trend, then you have very few, but chances are you will have competitors for whatever product that you're testing. You just have to prove that you're better than them, and that's through the organic content. Now, when it comes to winning products, obviously you've heard a lot of different things from a lot of different dropshippers talking about, having a wow factor or problem-solving product. I think the wow factor is definitely very important as well, because that is already getting you kind of a foot in the door when it comes to people seeing your product, where the product kind of ends up selling itself, right? Just because people already have an interest to it. Now it's just you leveraging that interest to the max to be able to generate sales off of it. However, when it comes to the problem solving side, I kind of want to switch that narrative. Problem solving is still good, but it's just something that these people will have value for, right? Now, does this sound a bit weird? Maybe it's the first time you heard about this, maybe not. But the reason why I say value over problem solving is because you have to find the customers that'll find use for the product rather than it just specifically solving the problem. But maybe you can find it in a way where they'll actually be able to use the product. For example, the product that got me my first sale is not a problem solving product. I actually have it right here. A lot of dropshippers won't do this for you guys, but I got you. This product right here is the first one to ever get me my first sale. What type of problem is this product solving? You know what I mean? As long as you find a way to be able to showcase the value that someone will get when they buy your product and what their experience will look like, then you are on the road to be able to influence people to want to buy your product. Now, obviously on top of that, let's say at this point you are already creating really good content. You already have people going onto your store and you're starting to generate a few sales. there's also a few things that I want to let you know of that like I've done that have really helped with my own stores and bringing the numbers up even higher. So obviously, one of the things that you can do to maximize your sales and profits is to have different offers set up. So a term I'm going to use over here quite often is AOV, which essentially means the average order value. On average, when people hop onto your store, how much are they spending before they check out? So at first, if you don't have an offer and you're just selling your product by itself, let's say your product is worth $50, then your average order value will be $50. People hop onto your store and they only spend $50. But there are things you can do to be able to increase that number. You can set up bundles, you can set up upsells, you can set up cross sells, you can give discounts, other promotions. So there's things that you can do to be able to really like help out with this. One really good book about that is $100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozi. So you can also check that out too and read that and start to take a few nuggets in there that'll really help you boost your offers up a lot more, so that if you have like 2-for-1 bundle is better, where you have like a couples pack, then that will sell more than having something that's like just a single pack. And now instead of doing $50 for the one product, I can do $80 for two. It'll look like they're gonna get, you know, their sale and everything like that. But at the end of the day, my average order value just increased by $30 now. And when it comes to your website, I also want to add that like your website doesn't have to have so much bougie stuff. Keeping it simple is honestly the best way to go about it. I would say the more important things about your website is to have high quality product images, which you can use AI for. Honestly, you can check out flare.ai, for example. You can also use some pretty good GIFs, right? Or GIFs, or whatever you guys call it. But if you have some good quality GIFs on your store as well, just showcasing like the experience of your product, or like visualizing a bit more of what your copy will already be talking about within your website, then you can make your product page so much better and get people to really hop onto your store much easier. And aside from that, like the breakdown for the store isn't too crazy. You just want to make it clean enough so that people hop on it and are trusting it enough that they want to actually like put their card information there to buy the product. Now, when it comes to scaling, there's different ways you can do this. On the organic side anyways, obviously like you can also scale with ads, but that also cuts into your profits because now you're spending specifically on marketing. But the different ways that I know of that you can test as well is using other creators and influencers as well, reaching out to them and being able to essentially send them the product so that they can promote the product through their specific audience, and then get some of their audience to convert onto your website as well. So you can do that. You can do it with affiliates as well. You can check out snowball.io to be able to set up your affiliates as well and start getting people to literally affiliate for your product and start doing the content on their end too. And obviously if they're able to generate sales and you're able to see how much commission you're gonna spread out, as well as pocket more money literally for free. Now that's if you want to leverage other people. If you don't want to do that, what you can also do is what I like to call horizontal scaling. So when you are already building up your page, you would have vertically scaled it up, where you have the one page that is literally just growing by itself. You're posting a lot on it and it probably has like, I don't know, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 followers at this point. You have the link in bio, yada, yada, yada. Now, horizontal scaling is having multiple different pages for that same product and they all convert to the same website. So you can do this through affiliates, or you can do this not through affiliates and like just kind of like do it yourself. It's going to require still a whole lot more work on your end, but that is also a possibility that you can get into, where you can just start horizontally scaling. And honestly, if you're horizontally scaling, another thing that I would mention when it comes to this is to try to make these accounts in different markets. So for example, I'm in Canada. I can post in Canada. My content will also get pushed to the States, but obviously like the difference in the market between Canada and the States is like pretty big. So let's say I also want to get into like the market in the EU, then when I'm horizontally scaling, I can find someone to go post content in Europe specifically to help push it out for me. Or I can get a second phone, like, well, this is my main phone, but I have two phones. So you can get a second phone, get an eSIM in there or just a regular SIM, and then get yourself onto the UK servers to be able to post on their side as well. If you want more information on how to do that, just let me know. I can probably drop a quick video on that too. It wouldn't be too long. Yeah, there's different methods out there that you can leverage and use to be able to really get yourself out there some more. Obviously, you'll probably have the fulfillment side where you're thinking about, oh, I might need a private supplier, and you really don't. You'll do just fine with a big supplier as well. Suppliers that I can recommend that I've used or that I know people around me who have crushed it have also used is CJ Dropshipping, Zendrop. AliExpress did fine, but obviously like you want to get to a point where you kind of like elevate past that. So I personally like CJ. This is not like a sponsorship at all or anything like that. It's just like I'm just being honest. I like CJ. I've heard a lot of good things about Zendrop. I like Zendrop as well. And then there's a whole bunch of different ones you can use. You can use Spocket, you can use USA Drop. Like there's a lot of different opportunities and suppliers that you can use from there. But obviously, as things start going well, look into like actually having a private supplier and speaking with them and getting in contact with them and building that relationship with them. Because at the end of the day, they're actually there in China. They're gonna be able to tell you like what products are actually like making a lot of moves before you're even seeing them on TikTok. So building a relationship with a private supplier is still important, but it's not like the be all end all. Like you can literally start out with the bigger suppliers and be just fine. But like I've heard a lot of good things about AutoDS as well, GoShip Pro. Like there's a lot of different suppliers out there that you can honestly use. You don't have to worry about doing a lot of crazy things with a lot of crazy different suppliers. I just want to say that dropshipping in general has like been such a positive part in my life, honestly, because I say this often, but like everything that I've done on the dropshipping side, I've been seeing how a lot of these systems are, I can literally copy paste onto a different project, onto a different either dropshipping brand or into anything else. I can do these same things and use these same concepts and use that in my personal brand. You know, I can do these same things and same concepts and use that if I were to build a clothing brand, for example, or if I were to build like quite literally anything. Like dropshipping is a thing that exposes you a lot to like what it takes to build a business, and then after that you take those same skills and you put that elsewhere, and you just have more confidence in yourself doing it because you're so much more knowledgeable about things that are going on around you. There are any gurus out there literally telling you that dropshipping is dead. Do not listen to them. They're probably telling you that because they don't want you to do it because there's more money on the table if you don't do it. I'm here to tell you, just do it. I'm not trying to rip that off of Nike. Literally, just do it. Just try it. Because the worst thing that'll happen is that you are exactly where you are right now. And if you are not satisfied with where you are at right now, then obviously you gotta do something about it. And if dropshipping is what you wanna try out, do it. Just try it. Like I can't stress this enough. Like just stop making the excuses, stop listening to other people, like just get started, get the reps in, bro. Just fail fast, fail quickly, learn fast, learn quickly, and then eventually you'll start to win fast and win quickly. One last thing that I want to add, if you are actually going to listen to me about starting with your dropshipping journey, is one thing that I actually learned from a book I read called Unscripted. I also heard about it in The Millionaire Fastlane, both from the same author, MG DeMarco. Absolutely fire. Anyways, when it comes to that, he mentioned something called controlled unlimited leverage, right? CUL in the book. I'm not gonna explain what that is, but essentially what I want to say is make the game winnable even if you lose. And what I mean by this is if you are going to start your journey, I also recommend you like literally document it, record it, and then post your journey online as well. Like post on YouTube or post on TikTok or post on Instagram, whatever platform you want to post about where your journey is going. Obviously, as you can see from my channel, I do it on YouTube, but post it wherever you're going to post it, right? Because at the end of the day, people are counting on you, bro. Like people will actually look up to you and be like, yo, like keep your head up. I fuck with what you're doing. Like keep going, you know? And it's pretty nice to hear sometimes because not everyone is willing to go and dive as deep as you. So if this is something that you truly want to do, document your journey and share what you learn from other people. Especially because now in this space, we're seeing people that like have already achieved success talking about what you should do rather than people actually saying like, this is what I did with this product, this is how it went. This is what I did with this product, this is how it went, right? And I don't spend too much time like actually recording my failures as well and documenting my failures too. So if that's something that you guys are also interested in, I could do that. It'll require a lot more work on my end, but I can do that so you guys can see like the failures as well that happen, as well as the wins. I didn't even record my win from the first product I just showed you. I just got it, but like it just happens so quickly. So that's why I'm saying document your journey as well, so that you would be able to show to others what you've been able to accomplish. You know, don't be scared of failing. Just keep pushing, just keep going, because at the end of the day, you are one product away from changing your entire life. That's the one sentence that stuck with me ever since I started this journey. That's the one thing my mentor told me when I was starting out. You are one product away from changing your entire life. So let people also see what that is, right? So document your journey so that you are able to make it a winnable game for you, so that whether you have failed the product or not, people will still be able to see what you have done and learn from what you have done, because people are probably exactly where you are at as well. And they would want to learn from you now because they saw how you ended up doing things, right? Let me know if you guys want to see more of like my failures as well too, so I can just start putting out more of these like challenge videos, I guess, where I just show like me failing with products, as well as the wins that I got going out. I was kind of sad that I couldn't document this one because I just didn't have enough clips to make a video out of it. But for sure, like I'll be able to get more things out for you, whether it's my failures or my wins. Just let me know in the comments if that's something that you guys are actually interested in, and I can put more of those videos out for you guys as well. But aside from that, I just want to sit down here real quick, give you guys a bit of sauce about dropshipping for however minutes this video is going to be. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys like this sort of content, leave a like, subscribe if you want to know more about how my journey is going and like the little things that I'm learning and able to share with you guys. The whole point of my YouTube channel is to be able to literally do these things, and then as I go and achieve more results, share what I've learned with you guys as well, from an honest standpoint, rather than just giving you guys a whole bunch of info. Like I want you guys to also see like what it's like behind the scenes. So yeah, that's really it. I'm gonna end this video off here. I do have to go record actual dropshipping content too, so I'm gonna let you guys go. If you have any questions, definitely let me know in the comments. Follow me on Instagram too. You can DM me there. And yeah, aside from that, hoping to see you guys soon. Take care. Peace.